Hello, everyone. Welcome to the pilot episode of the Whistle Talk. And I am your host, Lemon Cupcake, together with my fellow host.
Trollego Cup, yo, what's up?
And welcome to the Whistle Talk. The Whistle Talk is a podcast that kind of YouTube promoted with YouTube Music with the end of Google Podcast. And decide, you know what? I'm using it as a beta feature to see if this sticks or not. So whatever. So let's begin. For the pilot episode, we will talk about the VR.
Something that is actually kind of relatable to what we are doing right now, not gonna lie. Yeah, the
Ye-
VR.
Yeah, this was Okap's first topic. I made him choose
I
first.
mean, why not? Like, come on. We have to start with something, and since we are doing this on VR chat in a way, so yeah, why not touch this one? Our perspective of VR.
Yeah, right. So we're in VR chat. So obviously, both Okap and me are physically using our VR headsets. So we have a few bullet points to go through. And for the beginning, we'll let Okep start, which is you've been using the Quest 2 for a long time now, right?
Yeah, I think it will be something around even more. Wait, hold on a second. Won't it be? It will be around 3 years right now. Holy,
Wow,
to
time
think about
flies.
it. Yeah, I know, right? It's like it's been 3 years right now since I got the got this quest too, and yeah, time flies by. That's the first thing. The second thing, not gonna lie, the overall like experience that I got from it is really good. Like, at least from yeah, as someone who only used one headset, I can tell I'm fully satisfied with Quest to have right now and what it had back in the day. Um, I mean, of course, it lacks sort of new features that new headsets have, but honestly, for the things I'm using it, it's perfect. It's okay. It's good for me. Yeah, since it's based on Android, I can play around with that one as I always do. I like playing around with stuff, so that's one of the things that I actually like to do. And yeah, that's one thing. Second thing, yes, the connection to PC is it's not a VR headset if it cannot connect to PC to play PC games. I'm just kidding.
Of
Right now,
course.
headsets are capable of playing like games natively, but yeah, you know what I mean. Uh, mm, mm, in general, I really got used to it. Controllers are fine; they're really intuitive, and I was pretty much able to figure out what to do with them pretty fast. As I just like looked at them, and they looked like a goddamn standard Xbox controller, but split it apart, kinda with detection of touch. That's basically all I can say. Uh, didn't have much problems with it. Like, as I know, some people had a lot of problems with their Quest 2 headsets. Not gonna lie, I didn't have much. I was kind of like trouble-less person with that.
Didn't you have like issues with
And
drifting?
that one is not an issue. That's a thing that is always in Quest 2. Drifting, unfortunately, tends to be on every Quest user headset controllers. That is an unfortunate thing, and no one can stop that unless they will switch the actual analogs, which requires you to open the controller, which I am not like willing to do so because yeah, I'm kind of scared of breaking the controllers because this is the only headset I have right now. So maybe in the future I'll be replacing them with a higher quality. But yeah, drift is something unavoidable for Quest 2. But yeah, I've been using also Airlink, which caused a lot of problems to people as they don't have a really great Wi-Fi network. Luckily for me, I do have, and not gonna lie, I was satisfied, even though I had some stutters, some lags. But from it's so casual, I was able to avoid it by like reducing the quality and stuff like this. Um, yeah, the hand tracking as well is thing. I still wish they imported that to a PC build, like the PC connection, because I really need it. Like I really, really need it. It feels more natural to use your
Want it
hands.
or
on-
need it?
okay, that's a good question. It's a must have for me. Okay, I really need it. It is here, but it's not implemented yet. I need it. I need it and want it at the same time. Uh, so yeah. Um what else is here? I'm not I'm satisfied with the graphic quality, I have to say this thing because there are headsets that have worse quality, and I think I remember one day I was on a school trip and I was able to touch like a VR for the first time in my life. And
Mind blowing
I think
experience.
yeah, I was playing Beat Saber, but like in this short period of time, and I think I was using HTC Vive. I don't exactly remember, but I know that I had like ear earphones with them. So I think that was HTC. Quality wasn't that like I
Did it have
saw that
those
the quality is
long
not that.
stick controllers, like wizard
I think
sticks?
so. I
Then
think so.
then it was an HTC headset.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But that was my first experience. I played Beat Saber for like
Yeah.
3 minutes. I played one map on a normal difficulty. That was the first map I ever played on normal, and I was able to beat it. Um, so I was actually surprised, and it was really nice. I thought like I was like, damn, that is something new. I like it. Maybe one day I'll be able to get one. Well, it looks like yeah. Guess what? I do. But yeah, that was the first experience. I was my like, and it's totally different from Quest, and it has some better options, some better things, and yeah, overall, I think that's all I can say. I'm not really sure. Like, that's already what I have to say about it.
All right, fair. Well, from my end, let me just continuing following with the Quest 3. So I currently have no issues with the controllers. And it's pretty cool that you have it with you all the time without a ring, so that's a cool benefit. It's like something you don't have to think about anymore. I only had like mic issues in the beginning, but for the Quest list, you can have software updates. Today it's drastically improved compared to when I got it in October, November. So to add on,
Honestly, about the mic, there will still be issues with it, as we
yeah,
know, design flaw, and probably you will be able to hear it. And unfortunately, that's a fact that my mic on the previous generation headset is better than Quest 3 just because of the design flaw
yeah, the mic is on the Quest 3 like under my nose compared to the Quest 2 was for somewhere on the external. But
on
at
the
least,
side here.
yeah, but at least on software updates, they made it from a completely horrible to pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. But
Yeah.
to add on that, the Quest 3, pretty cool features. I made a review about that. Um, the fact that it's more like an AR headset is like an actual depth. Because I use it for YouTube a lot, and I have literally like a VR window in front of my face with YouTube and stuff in the real world. When I start VR chat, I don't do weird stuff. I put the headset up and use the cameras. I grab the cable, controllers. I put everything away. It's like easy. Cameras could be improved, so I could always wear it like a weirdo, like all the time. But we're getting there.
Like those people with Apple Vision Pro do on the video right now.
You know what's funny? Back when the Quest 1 and 2 were out, people made sure with do not wear the VR headset outside, the lenses will die and stuff. Meanwhile, new now, like please use it outside. It has AR features, but it's the same technology. It's easily breakable, but apparently it's like don't swim for an hour before eating or something. It just whatever. But my first headset was the Valve Index. I used this a lot. Did his job well. it had a better mic than my professional mic with the bass stations, a full body, and all. It was pretty cool to own my own headset, but it had lots of flaws, lots of issues. I already made my point of view on that. But I mean, it did its job well. And back when I got in 2020, that was mind blowing because the Valve Index was like an overkill headset. But yeah, those are my two main headsets. I used the Quest One for like a little bit, and I really, really hated it. The Quest One is horrible, and I had a demo of the PlayStation VR like in 2016, which was the reason I wanted VR because I saw like that was like a demo underwater in a cage. Can't run it because I have a phobia for that. So I knew that VR was epic. So now we talked about the headsets and the issues and stuff. Let's go to the experience. Okay, how is your experience using VR now? Like the way it works for you in your lifestyle.
Uh, the way how it works, well, it definitely changed some things, some point of views, and unlocked some features that I didn't know I can have personally. And we talk strictly here. I'm talking right now strictly about Phantom Sense because it's one of the features that you might be able to unlock when you use VR, because there are some, not only VR chat as we stay here, but a lot of games are like have the interaction with the player, and yeah, sometimes people are able to actually feel it, which is called Phantom Sense. And there are different variations of phantom experience, phantom sense, phantom pain, smell, um, taste, even feeling temperature. Yeah, people can feel that if their brain is capable enough. So yeah, I unlocked Phantom Touch. So like whatever my brain sees that interacts with my personal avatar that I'm wearing or the character I am in, I can actually feel that, and sometimes it's really nice. Not gonna lie, there are some moments that it feels really nice, but also there are some moments that it feels uncomfortable. Like for example, you get stabbed, how you're supposed to feel. It's really weird feeling that you have something inside of you, but it actually isn't. So yeah, but and regardless of this, also I think. Yeah, the new perspective of everything, the possibility to be in a totally different place when you are right now is also like really nice. So I can like put some heavy chunk of technology on my face and I can be totally somewhere else. And that also feels nice. Like I can watch YouTube videos in 360 natively here, and that is also mind blowing because I always saw them on desktop and I always wanted to experience them in 360, and that feels also really nice because you have like like a trip through that one specific place, and you can just like look around, and oh boy, that feels amazing, and I have to do it more because yeah, it is really nice to experience totally different place IRL. Uh, just in your room, you're just sitting here and just looking around. Um,
It can be freaky in the beginning though when you just have
I mean,
VR.
yeah, also depends what type of video you're watching. If you're like watching the guy who walks through like a city or something, fine. But if you're watching something like 360 urbex things, oh yeah, that thing can get creepy. Uh, not like I watched it because yeah, not yet. I want to experience that as well. So that'll be funny. What else? What I experienced? Different, yeah, definitely. The different experience of gaming because that's the main reason you get a VR headset to game, to play games on it. And oh boy, a lot of games that require you VR headset. They are amazing. A lot of new ideas, a lot of things you can do with it. For example, I was able to play Minecraft VR, which totally changed my point of view of Minecraft and how they were able to utilize that you have hands that you can do stuff with, and yeah, the pure POV, you're the character, like kind of literally. What else was like really nice? I'm trying to get a Euro Truck Simulator to work with VR
Oh, that would be
because I've
cool.
heard that this. that thing I heard is really nice. And if you have a steering wheel, then this is a complete steal, and you probably won't be able to play differently. That's what I heard at least, and I really want to attempt to do that. Because yeah, I'm also curious how that one would look like. Like you sit right inside of a truck and like a steering wheel or a gamepad to
You know what would be
drive,
funny?
and that feels
Like
like
those
real.
truck drivers IRL that do this for a job. They get home, time to relax, they put their headset up, and they do it in virtual world.
And here's a funny story. Because it's regardless of VR, but I know that people like there are some professional like F1 formula. I
Formula,
don't know how to pronounce that,
formula.
but formula. Yeah, those drivers, and there are some cases that they go back home, they go to their perfect setup with everything they need, and just go gaming racing games.
That's
That
cool.
is a thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone actually would do it.
Fair. I mean, if, as long as you like it, sure. I mean, I wouldn't like to take my work to home. So if I was already doing like this as my job, I would do like the opposite at home. I mean,
I mean, that
yeah,
also depends. Some people have a really big passion in some things, so yeah, they share it IRL and in the games. Uh, what else VR gave me of like if it comes about experience? Yeah, definitely some new software that I had to learn. Uh, because of VR, for example, I learned a bit of Unity, and I would never consider myself to be even in this engine because, yeah, didn't have a reason to do so. But VR in itself and a specific game that, yeah, it's obvious to tell, forced me to learn if I do want to make something custom. So that is also an experience. Uh, Nah, probably sleeping in VR is weird, and it's kind of wild. I know people sleeps here, like they sleep here on daily basis because they want to feel like they are in a different place, or they want a company, which normally they are not able to have, which is perfectly fine. I really understand that. Don't worry, I am also alone. I feel it, and and yeah, I also understand that one. And yeah, and some other projects, software. I had an app that utilized like a hand tracking, so you can play like a piano, and there's also a really nice experience. And or just paintbrush with your hands. And there are a lot of things you can explore on VR, and the
that's
amount
true.
of it is huge. And even people are even making some ports of the games on VR, which gives a new experience. Like I said, Minecraft, FNAF Sister Location, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator that has been ported to VR, and it's playable in VR, and it gives you totally a new experience because you have to relearn how to like navigate through this thing. So that also gives another experience. Um, Next experience personally that you probably won't be able to relate to is modding
Of course, you like
games.
edit mods.
Definitely, I love doing that. One of the things that as I saw it on one YouTube channel, I think that was Nathaniel Bandy. He was able to play like Mario 64 in VR, and it was since
Oh
I
yeah, I
had
watched that guy.
opportunity.
I remember him.
Yeah, yeah, he played a lot of Mario games, and he once stayed like 24 hours in Mario 64 VR, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to do it as well. Like at
Oh
least
my
try to
gosh.
make it work. Luckily and hilariously, like it worked. I was able to be inside of like Mario 64 in VR. That was kind of trippy, as I know how
For
Mario
how long?
64 is. No, I just stayed like for maybe an hour to see. Definitely, it's
Boo.
really hard. It's really hard to play though, because you're literally inside of Mario's POV, and it is really hard to navigate. Because if you want to move, like change your like view, you
How about the
literally
stream
rotate
then?
yourself as well. I gotta fix my analog for that because I am not able to move this one.
Okay.
But that's a cool idea, though. Maybe one day. So yeah, modding as well. Uh,
While you're
I think
thinking,
yeah, the most
oh,
important experience is friends. Damn, I met so many friends on VR
well,
in
well,
general
hold
throughout
up.
different
Do you have
things.
friends? Who are those friends you speak of?
Voices in my head.
Ah, oof, oof, oof. Everything's
Just kidding.
okay. He's fine.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but in general, the experience of having come like another topic to talk about with your friends, and in general also having friends of using VR itself, that definitely gave me a new experience, a new perspective of friendships. Because like on VR, like mostly I'll like mention VR chat here because that's one of the biggest thing that is on VR for me. Um, One of those things that I really like here is that most likely we will judge you who you are, not you what you have, as a IRL friend like people would do, and that is game changing because you can be an amazing person but you don't have much, or yeah, vice versa. You know what I mean. So that definitely opens a new experience of getting friends, and that's like also friends from different places in the world. Because yeah, like someone is from, I don't know, Spain but meets someone from Japan, or someone is from US and meets someone from Hungary. You know what I mean. Getting a worldwide connection with people outside of Discord, which is kind of like it's a bit different and not gonna lie, a bit harder to get friends here compared on like on this platform.
Exactly.
Because here you have like sort of a direct
It's
contact
more
with
personal.
someone. Oh yeah, that is the word. That is the word. It's more personal. Um. So yeah,
All right.
I think
So
yeah, I think that's all from
I
me.
guess it's my talk. For the experience in VR. I like using my VR headset for watching content. Back in the old day, I had a tablet, but I've been using my Quest a lot, and it's pretty dope. I can just have a window as big as I can. I can lay down. I can sit down. It's pretty easy for me, and that's what I use it most of it for in native modes. Yeah, you can play games, and VR games actually improved a lot. In the beginning, they were just, let's just be honest, tech demos, like
Yeah,
dumb
most likely as
demos.
VR was kind of new to
But now, yeah, but like
overall gaming experience.
I played Escarat 2, which came included with my headset, and it's a full RPG. The campaign took 13 hours, but technically there's 100 hours of everything. So, and you had to learn a lot. It's like an actual game. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty great. The experience of using VR, like on the computer, like obviously VR chat is very important to me, and it made me connect to people around the world, just like Okap said. I technically can do it in desktop, but it's so flat, especially since my couple of months of being desktop only. It feels great to just be in a room, sit on a chair, and talk face to face and move hands. And that makes VR so cool. We, how can I say this? VR opened up a new layer of technology that we're not used to. It's still new. We're still developing the headsets into what it eventually probably like an AR thing on our face. But it's so cool that you can just theoretically and practical put a headset on your face and you just shut off from the real world and poof, go in the virtual world and you can do whatever you want. Visit friends, watch videos, play games, visit worlds. It's an experience that I'm grateful for, that I'm born into this era. if I was born like 20, 30 years ago, I would have missed this era because I'm a bit too old to care. And later on, it's already developed enough to the point it's not special. So I'm glad we're witnessing a new era of computers. And that's one thing I want to say good things for the Apple Vision Pro. It's a horrible game console thing, horrible, barely plays games, but it's
Yeah.
pretty advanced of what computer stuff you can do on this headset. And I think that's where we're going. I think that's where the future of computers will be going. And I'm grateful for being here. But before we talk about the future of VR, I'd like to remind you guys, OCAP and me run channels, and I hope on the podcast they're below in the description. But if not, OCAP, your YouTube URL.
YouTube.com/, yeah, my username, which is Človek_OCAP. I think that was
I hope
the
so.
URL, if
If
I
not,
remember.
not big sad for you. And of course, youtube.com/VR Infinity. If you like what you're hearing or seeing, depends on how this pilot will go, please give us a subscription and a like for the algorithm, I guess, from YouTube Music. It's still new for me, so but please give us some likes and stuff so we can get up, and if this goes well, we can continue making more content. So back to the talk. Uh, things we can't do anymore that on flat screens now we have VR. So from past you to today, what are things that you currently do on VR that you would not do anymore on flat screens or ruined your mind?
I I
Or
I
spoiled
really
you?
want to say one thing. I really want to say one thing, which is playing VR chat. I can't. At this point, I can't play VR chat without VR because I like having hands. I like having an experience of having hands, moving them, and interacting. And not only VR chat, there are a couple of different games that utilize VR better than the flat screen. Uh, if I exactly remember, Half-Life Alex is playable on desktop, but
Really?
yeah, it's way better on VR. It is.
Oh, I
I
didn't know
think there
that.
is because uh, one time I accidentally opened that as and it opened on as a desktop because I didn't have a command in the background that forced it to VR. So that was also funny. Um, that's. I mean, mostly I use it for that. Not gonna lie, I don't have much things I would do outside of it. Oh yeah, it still is connected to VR chat, but Unity as well. Debugging. Holy crap. I cannot debug properly an avatar in desktop mode because I have way more angles on VR so I can see on different things and in any cases I can correct that
By
or
debugging, you mean like
yeah, just
testing
leave
for
it.
bugs and glitches, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Alright, so
So that
VR
is
chat,
also crucial that I do on
desktop VR.
VR. Yeah, there's no way I can go back to watching 360 videos on the flat screen.
Oh
No way.
yeah, thank you for reminding me that that used to be a thing back then. Yeah.
Yeah. Watching 180 or 360 videos on a desktop with a mouse and you just move and just see. No, I now I can do it in VR. I'm doing this on VR.
I got the
Uh,
real deal, boys.
hell yeah. Hmm.
Anything else?
In the meantime, as I'm thinking, you can share your side.
Watching TV. Yeah, I know. Like who watches TV? I do. I watch TV. I had a big screen. I still have it for my game consoles. But for now, if I want to watch media that is not Apple TV Plus or Netflix a bit, I just use the headset or, like I said, in VR chat, the movie events from the past or just those players. It's pretty cool just not caring how big your screen is at home because The 200 inches play on your face anyway. So watching videos, it's kind of ruined to the point that I'm preferable using my headsets. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I still, compared to you, don't mind desktop VR that much. It's less now
I
when
mean,
I was.
yeah.
It's less now. Back when I still had my index, I actually didn't care because I switched around. But after being back for like 3 months straight, yeah, only when I need to. It's not as fun anymore in desktop, but still doable. But that's about it, I guess, for me for issues that I got spoiled with. It's that video. I'm not one of those people because, fun fact, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint got ported over to the Quest. I have it. I can do my documents on my headset. I can turn off my
Wait,
controller.
really?
Yeah, you
They
can.
did it?
They're there. You can install them, and they
Oh
have
my
the
god.
full flash windows, and you can connect a keyboard and just do everything here with hand and finger. But like, no, I'm still using a desktop. I'm boring. Actual keyboard, actual mouse, actual monitor. Work? No. Maybe in the future. But that's it for me. Anything for you?
I think now, at this point, nah. Those are just the things I have.
Then let's move over to the final bullet point of today. The future of VR. Okay. What do you think the future of VR will be in your opinion?
Definitely, we will be relying on AR a lot. And my headsets might get even thinner as they are right now.
Extra
Um,
thin. Maybe what?
yep. The reverse of the meme. Indeed. Definitely new software, new hardware. The software depends. Uh, right now, the major OS that is for standalone headsets is either, I don't know if I can call it iOS on Apple Vision Pro. Is this iOS?
It's based on iOS, so but it's called Vision OS, but
iOS-ish,
it's all
and
iOS.
Android. Those are like two major OSs for headsets, but I hope that one day we will have something that will be
Windows.
no. uh, definitely no. Don't kill this
Imagine a
machine.
standalone VR headset running on Windows. Oh, the optimized bug-free experience we will have, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I can already feel the pain. I can already feel the pain. Uh, the other future, I think we might even. The thing is, we might also get rid of controllers. I'm not gonna lie, as Apple Vision proved that there is a way to use a headset without controllers with a really good tracking. We might actually either reduce the size of them or completely get rid of them, or just replace them with, I don't know, like dots on your hands that
Dots.
will, like,
Hey man, give me your dots, please. Yes.
it's like, or it's just like those gloves. We there are People are in the process of developing gloves for VR that they work as a controller, and I think we might be able to experience the time where it will be as a controller. Like, you put one glove, a second glove, and then you can use your VR as it
But if you
is
have
with your hands
gloves,
and gloves.
might as well just use your hands because you're doing the same things with your hands anyway, right?
Wait, what
If
exactly
you
do
put
you
your
mean?
gloves on your hands, aren't you just using your hands then? Because that's the point of a glove. It's your fingers.
Yeah,
So why not just use
yeah,
your fingers?
they will have like components with some sensors probably, and you will be able, like, you know move, rotate stuff with just your hands without like those
Ah, okay.
chunky controllers we have in our fists all the time. uh and just some software and hardware improvements. That's all I can think of.
All right. For me,
If it
my
comes about strictly uh VR as equipment.
Yeah,
If
the
it comes about
hardware.
experience, then oh boy will have totally different. Will have
Yeah.
something totally new.
We're just talking about like what happens with the physical hardware. First thing what I agree on is the controllers. Apple Clear shown in Meta is kind of showing. I think eventually controls will be completely gone and games will use native mode. I think they still have a sold separately, of course, controller, like an actual controller for like basic stuff. But the VR controllers that we know of becoming just hand tracking, that's something I can understand. Um, but the rest, I think for the next 10 years, it will be thinner and lighter. But eventually, we get to a point. Sorry, we're getting to a point where it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be glasses. That's more like AR, but something that is not the current design of VR. Something new, but that's the same thing. Like for example, Sword Art Online had like a helmet, like another thing helmet, but another way to go to VR instead
this
of
this magical
goggles.
headset that has been ported to real life.
Yeah, let's not
Oh
talk about
yeah.
that. But let's have
Who knows
let's.
then knows, guys. Who knows then knows. Sao headset has been released IRL.
But yeah, I guess that's it for the VR future. Well, anything else to say, okay?
Hmm. Not really. I think as a overall thing and like a pilot episode, I think that's okay. That's enough.
Yeah, this is a
And
good thing.
I don't really
So
have much to say though.
it's a new way of doing stuff. I want to do a podcast since last year. Google Delayed stuff.
I'm not used to this,
I
so that's also why.
yeah. The most weird thing is you probably don't know, but like I'm new to uploading this, so the recording is fine. It reminds me of making videos and stuff. But once I'm done with this
I don't even have that
recording,
option on my YouTube Music.
it's a premium thing, I guess. I don't know.
Guess you're probably.
But free users, yep. So this is a quick tutorial for people that don't know. I think it's also going to be like a YouTube video, like classic. But if not, you install the YouTube Music app. You go to the podcast tab. You subscribe to the Whistle Talk, and then when we upload stuff, you get in there. We are solely for the beginning doing it on YouTube. We're not doing Apple Music, Spotify, and stuff until this is matured enough and all of me know how to do RSS links. And then maybe in time we expand to the other platforms. So yeah, this is a Whistle Talk. Next time we're having a different topic, and from time to time we'll have a guest with us. And maybe there will be moments where, for example, OCAP will be alone with someone else, or I'll be alone with someone else. The show will go on no matter the occasion. Topics will change. It's not just going to be about VR. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I am Lemon Cupcake. You can follow me on Instagram and you can technically add me on Discord, but for now, not. And of course, YouTube and Twitch. How about you, okay?
For me, simple. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. From from YouTube, you also have like if you go to About tab, there is a link to my Twitch account as well. So yeah, you might also check it out. And that's all for my social media. I think. Oh yeah, I also have Instagram, Slavik underscore allcab underscore VR. That like yeah, I have an Instagram that is
Where
strictly
we have a
for VR.
where where we have a group chat, by the way, full of memes.
Let's not talk about it, okay? Not here, not yet. You know what type of memes are here.
Spoilers.
And I think also, yeah, probably SoundCloud as well. As yeah, I upload some music tracks on SoundCloud. I do upload the same stuff on YouTube, but on SoundCloud, if anyone uses, yeah, sure.
Yes, we have a remix guy over here. But this is it. I wish you all a good evening or a morning. Have a good time and see you next time. Bye bye.